Over 4 decades of fitness experimentation, I've learned that transformation happens through pivotal breakthroughs. These are moments when you discover approaches that fundamentally change your results. Some methods work brilliantly for a season. Others become lifestyle staples. And many simply don't fit. The key is maintaining an experimental mindset and adapting as your life and goals evolve. Here are 4 turning points that revolutionized my fitness journey, each teaching me something essential about training, nutrition, and sustainable progress. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you're listening to Exercising Self-Control from Fitness to Flourishing. Turning point number 1, serious weight training. Before I discovered structured resistance training, I was just another active kid who played sports and ran around. That changed after the compound bow incident, a humbling moment when I realized I wasn't as strong as my peers. I decided to get serious about building strength. For the details on that, check out my fitness journey thus far. To get serious, I followed existing programs, tracked numbers, and focused on progressive overload to become stronger and more muscular. The difference was remarkable. My arms got thicker, my legs got bigger, and I could finally bench and squat respectable weights. This first breakthrough taught me that intentional, programmed training beats random activity every time. Natural athleticism has limits. Real transformation requires systematic progression. Turning point number 2, structured nutrition. Initially, I didn't care about being lean. With a teenage metabolism, I just ate constantly while my body built muscle. Weight gain meant success, and visible abs weren't part of the equation. Then I discovered Bill Phillips' Body for Life Challenge. Phillips, publisher of Muscle Media, created a 12-week transformation challenge and program centered on taking before photos and completely changing your physique through disciplined exercise and nutrition. I'd already been consuming protein powders, desiccated liver tablets, and weight gainers, but this was different. For the first time, I took eating seriously. 6 days of clean eating with only 1 day free to eat in a more relaxed style. The results spoke for themselves. I became more muscular while simultaneously getting leaner. This turning point taught me that training and nutrition work synergistically. You can't out-train a poor diet, as they say. And when both align, the results can be dramatic. Turning point number 3, intermittent fasting. Years later, I discovered intermittent fasting, which is also now called time-restricted eating. After initially misunderstanding the Warrior Diet, a book and method by Ori Hofmeckler, I found the 16-8 approach, fasting for 16 hours, then eating within an 8-hour window. The results were staggering. In 6 weeks, I lost about 9 pounds of fat and achieved a level of leanness that had people concerned for my health. Some thought I had a life-threatening illness. My vascularity went beyond anything I'd achieved before, including prominent veins at the front of my knees, something I had only seen in elite bodybuilders. The secret wasn't mysterious. It was calorie restriction. Eating within 8 hours naturally limited my food intake compared to my previous dawn to dusk eating pattern. Intermittent fasting eventually became my lifestyle. I'm less rigid now, typically eating between 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m., adjusting based on hunger rather than strict timing. This approach taught me that meal timing can be a powerful tool for body composition, but it must fit your life to be sustainable. Turning point number 4, barbell complexes. The final game changer I'll talk about today was discovering barbell complexes. the invention of which is attributed to Romanian strength and conditioning coach Istvan Javorek and popularized by strength coach Dan John. The concept is brilliantly simple. Grab a barbell and perform a series of exercises without releasing your grip. My sequence included 7 movements: deadlift, bent over row, Romanian deadlift, hang clean, reverse lunges, push press, and front squat. Since you can't put the bar down, the weakest exercise determines your weight selection, creating a unique training stimulus. In this sequence, it's the push press. Without changing anything else in my routine at the time, barbell complexes simultaneously made me stronger and leaner. This hybrid approach spikes your heart rate, like high-intensity interval training, while building strength, explosiveness, power, and endurance. What I loved most was the adaptability. With 20 minutes, I'd use lighter weight and minimal rest. With more time, I'd add weight and longer rest periods. This was so handy for those times I was coaching at multiple facilities while training my own clients. It fit any schedule I happened to have on the day. These 4 breakthroughs taught me several important principles. Timing matters. Each approach worked because I was ready for it at that life stage. Early on, I wanted basic strength and size. Later, as my goals changed, so did my methods. Nothing works forever. What transforms you initially may become maintenance later, and that's perfectly fine. Adaptation is part of growth. Individual response varies dramatically. Some people thrive on intermittent fasting. Others hate it, and they don't get good results. The, in quotes, best method is the one you'll consistently perform and benefit from. Simple isn't necessarily easy, but complex isn't always better. Each breakthrough was conceptually simple, but required dedication and consistency. Your fitness journey will have its own turning points. Stay curious and experiment thoughtfully. Don't worry about finding the perfect system. There isn't one. As you change, your needs and preferences will change. Discover what works for you, when it works for you, and have the wisdom to evolve when it's time for something new. The methods change, but the experimentation mindset remains constant. That's it for today. Catch you next time.